This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. I'm Marek Mazurek. Workforce and economic development organizations in Northeast Indiana have launched what they call a unified framework designed to increase student career exploration by bringing more employers into the fold. The Don Wood Foundation in Fort Wayne, along with Greater Fort Wayne Inc., Northeast Indiana Works, and OrthoWorks, says Career 360 Degrees gives employers the opportunity to connect with students even if they don't have the capability to implement a full-scale work-based learning experience.
The way I look at it, it's almost like a funnel. You're building this funnel for students and educators and employers to be able to really drive into this, but do so in a way in which it makes them comfortable and that it aligns with the resources that they're able to put toward the effort.
That's Patrick Bushing, a vice president with the Don Wood Foundation. He said the region has a growing number of students, but a shortage of employers that are participating in the effort to bring awareness to the types of careers available. In December, Evansville announced it had been awarded a $20 million grant from the Environmental Protection Agency to help the city promote a variety of low-emission modes of transportation. But this week, the money was supposed to be available, and the city says it can't access the funds. Evansville now sits in limbo as it waits to learn whether the grant is the latest example of President Donald Trump's crusade against federal bureaucracy. Joe Atkinson, a spokesperson for Mayor Stephanie Terry's office, told Inside Indiana Business the funds are currently in a federal account, but the city of Evansville cannot access them because they're marked as suspended, not active. He says Evansville has not gotten any clarification from the federal government as to why the funds can't be accessed or how long they'll remain that way. The $20 million Community Change Grant is part of the EPA's Office of Environmental Justice and External Civil Rights and was made possible by President Joe Biden's inflation reduction legislation. Though city officials say they haven't been told why the grant money is being withheld, it's clear President Trump's administration is eliminating lots of programs and positions within the EPA that are labeled as environmental justice. Evansville said it planned to use the grant money to fund a number of connected initiatives to improve the overall sustainability and accessibility of transportation in the city. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
About 300 people are expected to be employed at the new Cadillac Formula One headquarters in Fishers, where engineers and technicians will assemble cars for the team that is expected to join the F1 grid next year, according to documents reviewed by the Fishers City Council. The $200 million, 400,000 square foot Cadillac F1 facility is under construction near Indianapolis Metropolitan Airport between East 96th Street and East 106th Street and west of Hague Road. The Fishers City Council on Monday night unanimously approved an amendment to the project agreement, which explains that the development is focused on the F1 team. Previously, the facility was going to be the headquarters for Andretti Global and was expected to include a future Andretti Racing Museum. For more details on the Cadillac building, head to InsideIndianaBusiness.com. More than 30 cities, towns, and counties in southwest Indiana received $30 million in community crossings and matching grants from the Indiana Department of Transportation over the past 2 years. INDOT dispensed $13 million to some towns in November, and this month the area accepted the remaining $17 million. The money will go toward funding road projects like a bridge replacement near the Vanderburgh and Posey County line, or in Du Bois County where 11 road sections will be worked on. President Donald Trump has chosen a longtime Central Indiana executive to helm the Federal Aviation Administration. Brian Bedford, president and CEO of Carmel-based Republic Airways Holdings, Inc., was nominated by Trump on Monday to oversee the agency, which has been without a leader since the president took office. Republic is a regional airline that manages nearly 1,000 flights a day for multiple major airlines. Bedford joined Republic as president and CEO in 1999 after stints with Mesaba Holdings and Business Express Airlines. He also holds multi-engine and instrument pilot ratings, according to Republic. During his time at Republic, the airline has grown from $85 million in revenue and 36 turboprop aircraft to more than $1.3 billion in revenue and an operating fleet of over 230 aircraft. The Aviation Administration is under intense scrutiny following one of the deadliest aviation incidents in recent history, a January collision between an American Airlines jet and a military helicopter outside Ronald Reagan International Airport, which killed 67 people. There are also growing concerns regarding national shortages of pilots and air traffic controllers and the quality of controllers' operating systems. A creative expert and Pattern Inc. executive director, Polina Osherev, is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC. A weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Mark Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.